Alright, in this video I'm going to talk about how I built an exotic armor collection that is valued at 50 to 60 billion coins. And that's not even all of it. I also managed to obtain a net worth of over 7 billion coins. But before we get into all of that, let's go back to the 20th of July 2020, the day I joined Hypixel Skyblock. My island originally started out as a co-op that lasted for a few weeks. After that we all quit. But around half a year later I returned. The reason being is some circumstances. I invited a new friend to play. We basically ran Dungeon Floor 4 because Spirit Bones used to be a pretty decent profit back then. We didn't know what we were doing and we just had a fun time. After a while I realized my magma armor was dyed yellow. I came across a forum post that introduced me to the Discord server called Exotic Cafe. Exotic Cafe is a Discord server where people collect dyed armor. I was immediately hooked and wanted to flip exotic armor to afford my own Hyperion. I quickly wondered what people meant by sniping exotic armor, so I basically built my entire net worth by doing a pretty scummy thing back in early 2021. But before that, please consider subscribing. These videos take a lot of time to make, and as a Skyblock player, I love large numbers. Anyway, let's get back to the video. A friend and I created a program to locate a lot of exotic armor on inactive players. After that I decided to contact a lot of them. I explained why I wanted their armor and that it's a different color than usual. Sometimes I would show them my collection so far. And then I offered a few million coins for it, even though I knew it was worth millions or even billions of coins. Whether you agree to it or not, I personally think it's not that bad. Most of these players didn't play anymore, and they agreed to make the trade themselves. Besides that, if a random guy would ask me to buy an armor set off me, after months of not having played Skyblock, and for a lot more money than it's worth, I would be pretty suspicious, and figure the price out myself first. But hey, I got rich. My best quote-unquote snipe that I've gotten was this Frozen Blaze armor. It would probably sell for 15 to 20 billion, and I paid less than 100 million for it. But ripping off players isn't the only thing I've done to obtain my wealth. I have also played the game itself. I dropped a handle on 4-7, a Warden Herd when it was still worth more than 2 coins, and an epic Ender Dragon pet. Like, I got pretty RNG carried, to be honest. And on top of all of that, there's one more thing that made me a lot of coins. I gave access to the program to snipe exotic armor to a friend. He gave me some exotic armor sets or pieces from time to time, but when things really got out of hand was when he quit. He gave me almost every single exotic armor he owned, for example this Lime Unstable Dragon set, or this Squid Boot collection. Everything he gave me is worth billions upon billions of coins. I try to keep as many as possible of these sets, and I will most likely never sell them. But having like 10 white lapis sets gets a little ridiculous. Recently, since sniping is dead, and so many people do it, it's just harassing people at this point. I've just been trading exotic armor. Technically I made a bit of money from that, but it's nothing compared to the rest. And as always, have a nice day. Please consider subscribing and maybe even a like for the algorithm. See ya.